Okay, the word is mother. Mother. Think about Venus of Willendorf, a figure that is maternal. This is kind of a classic icon of femininity as childbearing. It's prehistoric. The Venus of Willendorf doesn't have any arms or legs, but I'm just kind of sketching here this figure that's kind of iconic. It almost feels like we're looking up at the figure. I'm kind of wanting to just develop some value areas here with pencil. So, mother. There's the word. It's written down on the back. I've kind of done this sort of silly thing of making a skinny neck. I'm not sure if I like that. I kind of want the neck to sort of disappear. It's my eraser. There we go. So that we really are just sort of seeing almost like a foggy, fuzzy background. I kind of want to just work with graphite. This is a graphite stick, so it's a nice, heavy, thick thing. And so you can see, I think, how using the edge produces the same kind of marks that you get with charcoal. I mean, this is a pencil. It's harder to do that with just a pencil, but I'm sort of finding that neck again. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I want to sort of let there be some space in here. Space around the figure. So it really is just that sort of iconic maternity. So the word abstraction is something that's kind of it's a broad definition. Abstraction is everything that isn't realism, okay? So if you're making something with the idea of having it be a simulation of reality, an illusion, like the things that we've been doing, like many of the things we've been doing so far in class, that's realism. Abstraction is everything else. So something can be slightly abstracted, or it can be very thoroughly abstracted. The extreme of abstraction is non-representational art. So that means, and that's what we normally think of abstraction, like you think about Picasso or something like that. So I'm trying to abstract this figure more and make it more just shapes. Is it still representational? Is it still a picture of something? Yes, it is still representational. But it's moving in the direction of the shapes and visual elements and their organization being more important than the representation. So I'm really thinking now about circles Now, something that comes to mind as I'm working on this thing that's very symmetrical, bilaterally symmetrical, because it's based on the human figure, and the human figure is bilaterally symmetrical. My question is, how does the drawing start to move away from that strict symmetry? And I was just starting to think about that as I drew this area, this area down here. So letting there be a little bit of difference between the left side and the right side. So let's see if I can push that a little farther. Graphite starts to do some fun things when you use an eraser on it. It gets kind of interestingly smudgy. I think there's some more fun things that start happening to this. Compositional variations between the left and the right. Paper towels. All right, I could work on this for hours, but I'm going to leave it at this. Mother.